What's going on, everybody? I'm going to show you how quick, easy, and simple it is to create a beautiful card with minimal supplies, so let's get into it. All right, so several years ago, Dress My Craft came out with these transformies, and they remind me of the temporary tattoos that we used to use as kids, where you had to like put a sponge on your skin and over top of the tattoo, and it would just kind of slide off. These are very, very similar. However, I use them pretty much like I would rub-ons, which you all know that I love rub-ons. And I've had these in my stash for a little while, so I decided to get a little crafty and show you what I'm doing. So it's going to be a chill video. It's not going to be super fast, and but it is going to be informative, of course, but a lot of chit chat. So if you are not one for a lot of chit chat, then I would probably skip this video. Not a lot of like personal chit chat, just like a lot of explaining and things like that of what I'm doing. So I actually already cut one down, and I already actually did do this. However, I wanted to try to do a background first and then the florals over top. Didn't quite work how I wanted to. I think I picked too dark of sprays. So we're just going to add this right onto the mixed media paper, and this is Strathmore mixed media paper. So what you do is there is, well, I trimmed mine down just because I didn't want this down here, and then just to get minimal shine, because you do get a little bit of a shine. Yeah, you can see that, and it's like square, and it's just not to my liking. So I trimmed it down, and then what I'm going to do is just take this top layer off. Okay, and then I set that aside because if I want to add a lot of splatters or do something later, then I can use it to, paper is all messy. All right, then I can use it to mask off my transformee. So I'm going to sort of line this up best I can. It doesn't have to be perfect because I am probably going to trim this down anyways. Okay. Then what I like to do is just spray the top of this with some water. You can use a sponge, paper towel, whatever you want. But then when you start seeing that design show through the back, that's when it's like almost ready. So it doesn't take too long, but of course you do have to wait a second for it to kind of soak through and then adhere to the paper. This is such a beautiful image. I'm just going to slide this off carefully. I've peeled it off before. Either way works. I don't think it really matters too much. Look at how beautiful that is just on its own. Right? All right, I'm going to heat dry this just so that that water is dry. And then we're going to be using some paste over top, some stamping, probably some sprays. You all know, you know the drill, all the things. All right, so I'm going to be doing some stamping, and because I'm going to be adding paste over top as well, I'm going to be using some archival ink, and I'm using these little cubes. These are all distress colors, but they're archival ink, so they're permanent. So if you like the distress line then of colors, then I highly suggest getting these archival inks, because then you can match everything. So I'm going to be using my script ledger stamp, and I kind of stamped it off just because I don't want it to be perfect, right? And I'm just going to kind of roll it and get some of that stamping on there. Maybe a little over there. I'm going to stamp it quite a lot off. There we go, because I want some faded as well. Kind of like over the flowers, just to kind of blend everything. It's probably hard to see, But I'm gonna dry this. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is add some paste using this stencil here. And then I'm going to be using, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that actually. I was going to use some Distress microglaze, not microglaze, sorry, embossing glaze, but I think it might just be too much. So I may just add some paste and then call it a day. All right, so I'm going to use a little bit of this texture paste with this stencil, and then I'm going to go in with, there it is, just like this middle portion of this stencil here, like right here, just different size. So I'm going to trim this down too. So all right, so I'm going to go in, I'm actually going to use this stencil. I'm going to use another one as well. So I'm just going to go in with this texture paste, and then I'm applying it very thin because I don't want to cover up too much. Okay. I'm going to go up top here on this side, just a little bit here and there. And then maybe just, no, you know what, I'm going to use this one now. So I have this other one here, and I'm going to try to get this portion here. Like it's very thin lined, and that's kind of what I want. So perfect. And I'm going to try my hardest to get right here, just a tad bit, to kind of draw everything together. Okay. That is beautiful. So I was kind of worried about not doing like a background with sprays or anything, but I think I really like this because this is beginning to be sort of like my background, right? And then I can find like a butterfly or something. I know a lot of people get on me for using so many butterflies, but I love them. And moths, dragonflies, I don't know. I just like them. And then I like to actually smooth out my paste. Just, I don't know. Just think it looks a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna dry this. Okay, I think because I'm drying this, it's cracking, which I actually really like. The transfer is cracking. It's actually pretty cool, to be completely honest. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more stamping, like over top of those flowers, but I want to make sure that it's very light because this is pretty bright yellow, and I don't want it to be too bright. That's perfect. Okay. Perfect. All right, now we're going to find a focal point and then call it a day. All right, so I trimmed the edges to 4 by 5.5, 5.25, sorry, just so that I can have a nice border around. And then I roughed up the edges with my scissors. I've done this many times. And then what I did was I went to my faith-based, like my Christian crafting supplies, Bible journaling, that sort of thing, and I picked out a few things. So this is actually just some packaging that I loved the stitching on here. This is from Open Journey. Ingrid is the best. She has amazing products if you're into Bible journaling and stuff like that. Then I have this little sticker. It says, "You will seek me and find me." And then I'm going to place that on top there. And then I have this butterfly from Paper Rose Studio. It's these ones right here. Okay. And I will try to link everything the best I can if it's available. Some of these things I've had in my stash for quite some time, so not 100% sure if they're still available, but I will definitely link them if they are. Actually, I think I'm going to add some white splatters first. All right, so I'm going to take this Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White, add a little bit to my glass mat. Add just a little bit of water so that I can get the consistency that I need. And then I'm just going to splatter. I'm actually going to use this because this stuff gets everywhere and it's very opaque, which is good. I'm adding some to my butterfly as well, just to make sure everything flows nice, and I'm getting it everywhere. All right, just gonna dry these real quick. Dries pretty fast. And I'm going to actually use some of this Fabri-Tac glue. So I'm going to first glue this piece down to here. And I don't mind that it's covering up that faith. I really only wanted to use this because of the stitching. I really like that. So I'm going to add that there. And then this is just going to kind of cover up that bird, the dove, unfortunately. Just like that. Okay. All right, so now that we have our little cluster, I can glue all of this down to my card panel. And I'm not going to add this to a card base just yet because it's a little bit easier to store if I don't have it on a card base. And then that way, because I'm pretty sure, yep, see how dirty it gets? My card base would probably get as dirty. So I just kind of like to keep it off of a card base, and then when I'm ready to send it or give it away, then I can add it to a card. I'm going to scooch this over a little bit more. Make sure this is as straight as I can get it. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cover this up. Let me see. This portion here, and I'm going to add a little bit more splatters only because I want to make sure everything flows really good together. So I want some that kind of peek off of that vellum and then onto the card, and then so it just kind of flows. All right, so that is it. I absolutely love this card, and it came together so easy and simple with just a few products that I already have in my stash. So if you are inspired to create something, I would love to see it. So tag me on social media. If you aren't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I am so close to hitting 100,000 subscribers, and I'm super excited to have everybody here and build this community even more. And yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank you all so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. This was more of a chill video, so I hope you enjoyed it. All right, and I want to thank you all for stopping by again, and I will catch y'all later. Bye.